Hello, welcome back to another video lecture on basic algebra. Today we're going to be talking about dimensional analysis. So dimensional analysis is the process used to convert from one unit to another within the same dimension, such as length, time, or mass. A simple example of dimensional analysis is converting hours to days or feet to yards. Now we use what we call conversion factors when doing this process, such as one day is 24 hours. To convert units using dimensional analysis, we can follow these steps. First, we need to find a relationship between the units using conversion factors. This may be direct or use multiple conversion factors. A direct method would be days to hours. There's only one single step in the process, so this would be direct. Or something like this, where there's many steps, so this one would use multiple conversion factors. So once we've found our conversion factors and our relationship, we would write a calculation using these conversion factors in a way such that unwanted units will divide off. So here we're converting 2 days to hours. In this case, we set up the conversion factor of 24 hours as 1 day, and we set it in a way such that our days cancel out. We end up saying 2 times 24 gives us our 48. In this one, we're going a little bit further. We're doing hours to seconds. Here, our hours will cancel out. Then our minutes will divide out, and we're left with seconds, which is 3,600 seconds. So after we've gotten our calculations done, as we did just a moment ago, we divide off our units and perform any necessary multiplication and division. Then we check to make sure our answer makes sense. So if we end up getting something like 2 feet equals 1 inch, that doesn't make any sense. So let's look at some examples. So let's convert 5 milliliters to teaspoons. Given the conversion factor, 1 milliliter is 0.2 teaspoons. So what we'll do is we'll say 5 milliliters times, and we want our milliliters to cancel out, so we put the milliliters at the bottom, 1 milliliter, and then 0.2 teaspoons. So when we do this, the milliliter units will cancel, and this just becomes 5 times 0.2 teaspoons. 5 times 0.2 ends up giving us 1 teaspoon. So next, let's look at another one. We'll convert 36 hours into days. So once again, this is a very simple to know conversion factor. We know that 1 day equals 24 hours. So we're converting 36 hours into day. So I say, well, 36 hours times, well, 1 day is 24 hours. The hours will cancel off, and you get 36 over 24 days. This is 1.5 days. So let's look at another example. If you make $42,000 a year, how much is that hourly? So we're going to assume a 40-hour work week with no weeks off, or you're paid the same regardless of whether there's a holiday that week or not. So what we do is we set up our calculation. We say, all right, well, 40,000 a year, for 1 year, well, what we'll do is we'll start by taking out weeks. So, because all we're looking for is dollars per hour. So we're not going to be messing with our dollars, we're going to be messing with our time. So we'll say, well, 1 year is 52 weeks. And we're working 40 hours each week. So 1 week over 40 hours. So what we'll end up doing is the years cancel and the weeks cancel. And you end up taking 40,000, dividing that by 52, and then dividing by another 40. You could also say 40,000 divided by 52 times 40 on the bottom. So you could say this. And this equals to be about 19.23 per hour. So we had dollars up here, and hours is the only unit left. So we get dollars per hour. So let's look at another example. Here it says Usain Bolt ran 100 meters in 9.58 seconds. So what is this in miles per hour? So what we're going to be doing is first we're going to be converting meters into miles, and then we need to convert seconds into hours. So we're going to start off with 100 meters in 9.58 seconds. So we can either connect so we can either convert from meters into kilometers and then convert into miles, or we can convert meters into feet and then feet into miles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert these first into kilometers and then go from kilometers to miles. So we're going to say, well, 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters. And then 1 mile is 1.61 kilometers approximately. And this will get rid of our meters and leave us the miles. Then we need to get rid of our seconds. So what we're going to do next is we're going to say, well, 60 seconds, well, we're actually going to do it this way. We could say 60 seconds equals an hour or a minute, but we also know that 3,600 seconds is 1 hour. So when we do this, these seconds will cancel with these seconds. These meters will cancel with these meters. These kilometers will cancel with these kilometers. All we got to do now is just multiply across and simplify. So when we multiply across, the top will be 100 times 1 times 1 times 3,600. This gives us 360,000 on the top, and then we multiply across on the bottom 9.58 times 1,000 times 1.61 times 1. This ends up giving us 15,423.8 and then we simplify this. So this is miles per hour. And then we're going to simplify this. This gives you approximately 23.3 miles per hour. So let's look at one more example. So using the fact that 1 milliliter is 1 cubic centimeter, convert 1 cubic meter to liters. Edit all that out. So using the fact that 1 milliliter is 1 cubic centimeter, convert 1 cubic meter to liters. So we're going to say, well, we know that 1 milliliter is 1/1000th of a liter. So 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters. And 100 centimeters, or 1 meter, that's fine, is 1 meter. So we're going to start off with a cubic meter and change that into liters. So a cubic meter means that we're saying that this whole thing here is cubed. So we'll start off with 1 cubic meter. This is going to be 100 centimeters, quantity cubed. So this gives us, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 centimeters cubed, or cc is what I'm going to shorten this as, a cubic centimeter. So this means that this also equals the same thing in milliliters. So then we're going to divide this by 1,000 to get a number of liters. So if we divide out by 1,000, or we could say times 1 liter over 1,000 milliliters, this will give us 1,000 liters. So 1 cubic meter is the same thing as 1,000 liters. So I hope you were able to learn something from this video. I hope it helped you understand dimensional analysis and the process of converting units. Link to these unit conversions or mini unit recursions will be left in the description. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.